It's live. It says we're live, Tom.
I don't feel alive. Oh, I mean, I am alive.
You are. Come on. Look, but anyhow, so hi everyone. It's Monday night. It's 7:00, and welcome to the Jack Kirby Museum's live stream. We are broadcasting out to YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and Twitter. And I'm Rand Hoppy. I'm on the board. I run the museum as well as does my pal Tom Kraft. There he is.
President of the Jack Kirby Museum and Research Center, located in beautiful Hoboken, New Jersey, but no publicly facing
exhibit space, but we do have a collection space and a significant archive. And Lynn, hey Lynn, good to see you. Thanks for joining, Stephen. Great to see you.
Should we put our photos up? I mean,
not yet. Oh, okay.
Okay.
No, it's okay. Go ahead. It's all right. All right. So
well, we're introducing ourselves. We should see
That's
something.
Right. That's when it should have happened. You're right. So we are. What are we doing? Oh, look! This is our episode 4 of Kamandi live stream after the disaster. We did issue 1. We did a ramp up and did some backstory and all kinds of fun things about what. Hey Rory, good to see you. We are, and then we did episode 2, which was issues 2, 3, and 4. Earth flips his lid. Check that video out. We did a reading of one of Jack's essays, kind of near the end.
It's awesome.
It's really fun. Weird atonal music and percussion, and our super volunteer Lois doing a reading of it. It's really fun. Lisa was there too, Lisa Hoppy. So so then there was For an Animal, episode 3. And what's happening now? It's episode 4. We're going to take a look at issues 8 through 10. It's them or us.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's them?
I have to pick these names. I think it's the bats. I think it's all about the bats. So
right.
Morticoccus and the Misfit and so on. So again, if you'd like to, we welcome you to say hi or ask questions in the chat. We're just going to try to keep them to the subject at hand, which are these issues. But we are happy to hear from you. So where were we? What happened last week, Tom? Oh.
Tiny. Well, we had a big ape that was on top of the Empire. Well, not the Empire State Building. Oops! It was the Empire Lion Building.
It was in Lion City, right? The Lions.
In Lion City, U.S. United Federation of Lions. Or something.
Lions. That's right. United States of Lions. And for some reason, the giant gorilla Tiny chased Kamandi. Into the city and climbed to the Empire State on top of the building, and the Lions had biplanes. It was a whole big King Kong riff, and it was kind of fun, kind of weird, but the Lions are interesting. They're
but Kamandi is at the end is still with Sultan.
Sultan,
Sultan, and that's after having gone through a bad experience with his beautiful friend Flower getting shot.
Right. That's right. So, So he's Jack makes a little joke at the end about even the ancients with their imaginative movies couldn't have produced anything like this. Kamandi obviously did not have a giant ape movie in the bunker with his grandfather, but oh well. So then let's take a. Where is the map? So the map. We are we're over in Lionland, Pueblo Builders, gorillas. So I guess we're kind of over here in this world of. There's tigers show up, but it's like Las Vegas and kind of deserty stuff, right? Don't you think? Isn't that where we are?
Yeah, but are we? Isn't it like further down, like Central America, the reserve where they were at?
Oh yeah, the preserve, right? Because the Lions had the preserve. That's right. So yeah, it's probably more south. That's right. So, all right. So let's fire it up. So here's a pencil photocopy. It's Jack had a copier in his home and would photocopy the art. They'd actually put his penciled art on Bristol board, 2-ply Bristol board, through the automatic document feeder before they sent it off to Mike Royer to be inked and lettered. But here's the cover, and of course it's got JFK and LBJ and Richard Nixon statues on it. He was trapped by animals in the center of town, and why not? It was their town, and there it is. So again,
didn't Jack Kirby not like Richard Nixon?
Oh, he did not like Richard Nixon. No.
I'm surprised he put him on there.
I know. It's also part of that phase that the DC went through, where they had the typeset description above the logo and no word balloons and hardly any captions in the art. So it's just, kind of a thing there, we don't. I got it. I don't know, Lynn. I'm not really sure. I don't think so.
Never heard of anything like that.
Never heard anything from Steve Sherman. He would have been the one to have shared something like that.
So they were trained copyists.
Yeah. Roz and Steve clearly did a good job, but it's a great cover. And then we go to the splash. Again, the photo, you can see the stuff at the bottom and the top. That's the back of the photocopier as it's the art. Yep, that is those bands of cloth that would like pull it through the feeder. And here, but again, here's Jack's pencils, and there's the we don't have like full original art for this issue. We've been a little. I think this is the first time that it's a little spotty as far as our scans.
Issue 8 was originally released like many years ago, like probably in the mid 2000s, somewhere around there.
The original art,
every which way. Yeah, the original art was. I remember it was at a San Diego show. Probably was like early 2000s. And I bought a bunch of pages from that, and the rest of it, everybody was buying pages at the show, so it just went everywhere.
Yep. So Sultan is like, well, the museum holds statuary of your species, Kamandi. Can you identify them? Yeah, I've seen them in the microfilm library. They're presidents. All right, so then we have some original art. Look at this beautiful thing. This is a lovely spread with Lincoln, and there are some lion statues, actually.
Yep.
So
basically a museum. See that?
What?
Let me just show this here. Oh, jeez.
You did it again. I think when did he resign? It was like this came out in 73, I believe. So
was 73.
Yeah. So there we go. Look, that's part of the ancient Lincoln Monument. It's an impressive piece. Your species was once highly valued. And here it is in color. Not the greatest color job. Whatever.
So Nixon resigned on August 8th, 1974. So
right on. Yeah.
So you're still president then.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. All right. So they're walking around looking at things in the museum, and Sultan's talking about the zoo, ZUU, the Washington Zoo, but then
Kamandi's getting kind of pissed off because it's like he's missing a whole part of history, like like human history.
Right, and of course,
then he gets more and more angry when he sees no pets allowed here.
Well, it's a problem because it's he doesn't have a name tag. He's not on a leash. But then Sultan takes care of it, and then we see this guy who's all very.
It's a weird looking guy,
It's a weird looking guy, man. Yeah,
it's in the 70s or something. I don't know. Just really
he's a poodle. Weird. He's a poodle, I tell you. He's all well coiffed. He's been to the He's been to the salon, taken care of. Where do the animals go to the when the people take them to the
groomer?
The groomer. He's been
groomer?
groomed. Yeah, he's all. And the puma. I guess this is a puma. I guess is walking him. He's on a leash. This is not right. Kamandi is angry. It's beyond reason. And we have another pencil page, just because I like the action. I thought I would put it in because the original art was so sparse. Yeah, he's groomed and pampered like a well-contented animal. Kamandi can't take it. He punches him out. You're a slave. You're a traitor. Pow.
You don't deserve the name of man. Get on your feet.
Kamandi's out of control. He's beyond reason. Very upset. Then what happens? Oh, another original art page. Lovely. He fights back. Oh man, you rat. Orc. That's all he can say is orc.
Yeah, that's what humans say, I guess. They have their own language.
Yeah. So, he gets a good punch in on Kamandi, and then he says his owner that's Sultan pulls him back. And
he grabs its leash.
Yeah. So another, hothead Kamandi was unable to behave nicely in Lion City. What's going on here? Who started this ruckus? Oh man.
That's a security pet.
He's a security pet. Oh, right.
What's this ruckus? Then he starts fighting the lions.
Security guys. I'm a man, I tell you. And then
more goes berserk, basically.
And it's like we were talking. I mean, Kamandi's face, classic Kirby face. We were talking last week about, oh no, watch out, that animal's got a rifle. Like they never think to not, that they have to protect themselves from Kamandi taking the gun.
And he always says, and I can use it too.
That's right.
He says it over and over again.
That's right. Haha, he'll shoot someone. All right. Oh no. And then he points it at Sultan. Come on, Kamandi. He's your friend. He may be a lion who treats you like an animal, but still. All right. Then he gives up. I can't change things. He throws the rifle through some glass. And he's like, Sultan's like, well, he's uncanny. He talks and reasons almost as well as a lion. What can I do for him? So then the cops are about to step in.
The slave pond.
No, don't send him to the slave. Don't send Kamandi to the slave pond. So Sultan grabs him and gets on his dune cycle. It's fantastic. It's dune cycle. Oh, and then right here in the issue, like the next page, was this behind the scenes at DC Comic World, and it's a whole story about Joe Simon and Jack Kirby. Mostly Joe Simon, but it does talk a little bit about how they were working on that Sandman special here. So that's this is an issue that probably came out. I don't know. This was like 9 months before that Sandman ever came out. So it was interesting.
Yeah, the Sandman came out in March of 1974.
Well, it came out then, or it was dated then.
Print. It wouldn't see print until March 1974. It's dated then.
All right. I just remember it was a blizzard when I bought it. Because I bought it off the racks. I bought a few copies too, because
Wow.
I was a
collector.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Anyhow, the return of Ben Boxer. Guess what's happening? Well, that was kind of So he takes him out, and then there's a train. They're on the dune cycle. Look at the Santa Fe. That is a very good question. Who knows? I guess, I don't know. They should, Rory, reprint Plop. Plop was fun. I loved Plop when it came out.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, something must have happened to the train when the disaster struck. And the Sultan gives him a firearm and says, "All right, buddy, see ya." You're free. So he goes into a place where there are skulls and stuff. And then he's getting a little sleepy, thinking about sleeping, grabs the rifle.
He also realizes that the great disaster must have happened really quickly. These people were on the train going somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Right, this is the train. He's in the train, yeah.
It's like Kirby drops like little hints of the great disaster, but nothing ever gets all together to have a conclusive reason for it and how it happened.
Right.
Which is good because it keeps you guessing.
Yeah. So then it gets grabbed, and it's a bear. Oh man, it's a bear. And then what happens?
Bears.
Bears.
Bears
get attacked, and it's Ben. And then
it's a cool sequence at the top where he's like, oh,
yeah,
what?
yeah. We've seen that. We've seen him do that kind of a reaction. I remember, Submariner and in the early Fantastic Four, like this kind of reaction thing. It's kind of quite cinematic or whatever. It's comics. It's great to have that expression. He's so happy. You see Ben Boxer and Renzi. Renzi does not have a family name, but where's Steve? Who knows?
So yeah, that's true. Where's Steve?
Well, we see him. We find him, but I guess they're gonna deal with these bears. So they press their cyclo hearts and become fission Silver Surfer.
Biofission.
Yeah, they're all shiny and metallic. And then the bears come. Oh boy. Yeah, well, go away, bears. We'll punch you. You can't hurt us. All right. So Renzi gets thwacked. They wrestle with the bears a little bit. Then what? Bears are out. The job's done. They knocked out the bears. So they're gonna move, and they go and they see the
abandoned cave site.
Cave site where the atomic test took place, right? Yeah, that's right. The bears.
Then the bears throw a bomb.
Yeah, so they go into the cave and they put their suit on, and then a bomb comes in and it explodes, and Kamandi then shoots at them, and thankfully the ropes come down, and it's the air traveler. And then Ben says, "Come on, man, you gonna come with us or what?" And Kamandi's like, you kidding? I am going. So he grabs onto the rope and climbs up, and that's where Steve is. Thank goodness. And so these three guys and Kamandi are in this balloon. We've seen that balloon before. That was the last time we saw these guys. And
I think it was issue 2. We saw the balloon.
Yeah. And then they're like going to their town tracking site. And Kamandi's like, well, I won't feel strange in your town. Jack Kirby says, not true.
Not true, readers.
Not true, readers.
Tracking site.
So here's the time capsule, the letters page by that Jack and Steve Sherman worked on, and it's just great because this is Clayton Moore from San Diego. Clayton's a museum member and comes to our booth almost every San Diego and buys a T-shirt and says hello and hangs out. So Clayton, and if you end up watching this at some point, just say hi. So that's fun. Clayton's every San Diego I've ever set up at, I've had a nice chat with Clayton. All right. Oh, and this is so. Let's just say, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's we would prefer if you did that, but you could do it on Facebook. Just take the notifications, ring the bell, so that when we schedule things. Look at all these things we've done. We did 26 hours of chats like this, live stream back in 2020, 2 years ago.
There's probably hundreds of hours.
Hundreds of hours. It's true. And we did a whole series just like this where we go through the issues. We went through all the Demon. We did the Fourth World. We went through OMAC. We looked at all the miscellaneous comic books like Atlas and Manhunter, Cobra, the fantastic, and I'm being sarcastic, Richard Dragon Kung Fu Fighter, and Justice Incorporated. We had some fun looking at the magazines, In the Days of the Mob and the Spirit World. We had John Morrow and the late Steve Sherman join us on those shows. Check those out. They were very, very nice. And then, we also did a panel for San Diego Online, which was Jack's favorite stories, Mother Delilah and the Pact. Those were stories that he would acknowledge. We also went through all issues of The Losers that Jack did. That was really fun. Those are great comics. And what the heck else? So there, yeah. So please, ring the bell and so on to keep up with what we're up to. We're on, as I said at the beginning, we're on Facebook and Twitter and Twitch and YouTube. So there's that. Tom, I usually do that at the beginning of the show. I decided to change it up.
Yeah, I was wondering.
I know it's a whole.
Probably
thing.
People know that you've been doing that pattern, so they don't even join until later. Oh, I got like 10 minutes. He's only going to go over all
that. He goes. He's going to go through all that junk again. Jesus.
Well, you fooled them all.
We will reach out to you, Rory. Thank you. That's fantastic.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right. There we go.
I don't know if it didn't get trashed. I think they were shooting something at it and they yanked it down. Remember issue 2? The rats grabbed the balloon and pulled it down or something.
Right. Oh my gosh. Well, now we're gonna look at this stuff. What is it? Paris had its Eiffel Tower, Rome its Colosseum, but tracking site, the strangest city on earth, has super killers. Okay. Wow.
And if you look at the bottom of that original art, they whited out the whole desolate.
You can see the landscape. They wiped it out. They kept the little piece in the foreground here, but I'm sure Mike inked that, but DC changed it, right?
It's totally inked
production.
Yeah.
So, just more interesting tidbits into the world of comic book production in 1973 or 74, 73. Yeah. So again, I mean, it's not completely, it's not typeset, but again, no captions, word balloons or anything, just some cool art. Look at those bats. Horrifying. Mike's inking is just great here. Oh my god.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, Jack indicated it, but Mike did it so nicely. It's so cool. All right. Oh, there we go. And now we've got what was Central America is gone. Okay, that's upsetting. But then we have
what's in his place. It's all like the moon, I think he says.
Right. And then these bats. Here come the bats. Now, the bats don't speak, which is interesting. They're like, what are they, like horses? Like the horses don't speak, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the grasshopper, the big grasshopper, doesn't speak. So some animals ended up getting mental acuity, but
you know what I think it was?
What?
Think about it. The ZUU, they were all in the zoo and they got together and they started talking. Could that be it?
It could be. I don't know.
Because the bears talk, the pumas talk.
They could all have been in the
lions.
zoo. Yeah. But one thing I have to say is that the bats got some kind of fashion sense and decided to wear nice red and yellow outfit. So they may not speak, but they're clearly dressing up. So that's
how do they put that on with the wings?
They're friends. They have friends. So check this out. So we don't actually have a scan of this like in our archive, as far as I'm aware.
Wish we did.
but I very luckily downloaded it from a YouTube, an eBay sale in 2004 or 5. I downloaded the eBay listing, so I actually have this fantastic image of this the collage, which is great, which is cool, right? I mean,
it's really cool.
It's out there.
If somebody owns it, please let us know so we can scan it or get a good scan of it.
Yeah, no, that's and then this is how it was printed. So you can see, Jack's ambition, I think, really was to have the color, of course, but the DC production was just like, no, grayscale, halftone, and we'll color it kind of, here's the red zone, here's the red, here's the green, here's the blue. So, little, and we got an email from Richard Kolkman, who runs the Kirby checklist, and he said that this was the last printed collage for a long time, up until like the Hunger Dogs and Captain Victory. So that's kind of interesting. But it's so cool. Well, I'm just going to keep flipping back and forth. And I believe also, I think we scanned this. This is in our archive, I think.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah,
it is. Yeah, I scanned it. Yeah. That was in a box that.
That's in the box. Scanned. Okay.
Yeah, that was in the box.
The box.
So this is just production. It's not original art.
No.
It's all pasted up pretty much, except for maybe the outline of the word balloons.
Yep. All right. Our Lanterns, good to see you. We're glad you could join us. Clothes do make the bat. I agree. They're very, very fashionable. So, and it's great to see a collage, and the coloring of the planet doesn't even match. I know. So, that's just what was going on. What's interesting and weird about this paste up, this mechanical, is that it doesn't really line up. I mean, where am I? Boop, boop. Come on, back. Like, look at the caption is in a different place.
Yeah, it's off.
It's off, So anyhow, but that's
interesting. In the background it says one positive. Right. SS, I think, is something stat.
Yeah. Silver.
So they probably moved it around.
Mm-hmm. That is correct. I can understand why this was the last collage based on that low rent coloring. Oh, that's right, John. Of course, there were collages in the Treasury. Yeah.
Yeah, but those were later after. Oh, no, they weren't later.
No, John is right.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so the bats are attacking. Oh, but the laseron is driving them off. I love these 4-panel pages. They're just great looking. And they're orbiting home, and they're about to land. Put the suits on, strap yourselves in. Here we go. What? Cut cable.
So the Trekkie site looks like a small size of Earth, like a planet.
Yeah.
And it was run by NASA, so they were talking about, so they do everything to the book, like NASA, splashdown and all that kind of stuff. So that's what's happening here.
Mm-hmm.
And they splash down.
Chapter 2 splashdown effective.
For such a simple page, it's pretty cool.
Great stuff. Yeah.
All the Kirby crackle in the water
But what's up with that display lettering? Oh, it's beautiful. Classic Royer display lettering. Oh, that's there.
Yeah, they did color it.
Yeah. So Kamandi is not prepared. Even none of them are prepared for what they're about to see what's waiting for them at tracking site. So what happens? They get out, they're floating just like the Apollo astronauts did. And then these Servitechs show up, and they're all, don't be startled by them. They're just walking computers. Don't, it's all right, So then they come, and then they have them, they're saluting in the background, and Kamandi salute.
Kamandi's saluting.
It's like, you don't need to
salute.
That's right. So they're giving him an astronaut welcome. and they put all their they put some tapes into the NASA mind so that they have a record of their adventure out in the world. But then what happens? What the Servitech has like a
He shouldn't
freaking
be here.
a spray gun, and he's been programmed to parashock the survey team, but you aren't one of them. So they've been ambushed, and so Kamandi like grabs his rifle, starts shooting him up, jumping around. I've only got one chance. It takes careful aim, and he shoots at the tank. And the tank
That's a great shot with the BAM and then the panel.
Man. Yeah, it's great. It's great close up. Yep. So he shoots at the tank with the, and then what? Oh, then what happens? Oh no, this guy. So then
Kirby liked having like these like big head things. Seems to always appear somewhere.
I know. Yeah. The Kamandi suddenly hears the voice of the murdering Misfit. Oh my gosh, look at this guy. He's kind of even more horrifying in the original art than he is with his weird yet
I know, he is.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Who or what on earth are you? Oh my gosh. All right. So the Servitech is carrying him, and he's the master, and he's commanding the Servitechs by his own brain. He's got.
You command them by thought.
He does, and he doesn't have to use his limbs. His limbs are useless.
Thank God.
I know. So then he's that's such a cool, gruesome close up there in that panel, and and then he's like, "Oh, your friends are still alive. They're just like out for a while. They're, you can't wake them up. They won't. They're paralyzed." And then the Misfit actually orders the Servitechs to put the harness on Kamandi, and Kamandi ends up being the carrying him. It starts carrying him around. So
look at that bottom panel. Oh my God, now that is ugly.
It's the deadliest killer ever bred. So then we meet
Morticoccus.
Oh my gosh, Morticoccus.
The ultimate germ.
Oh, it's bad. Morticoccus is not great. Okay. Oh, look at this. This is a nice spread. Just some Kirby tech. Nothing can stop it. Morticoccus can destroy all life on Earth. Absolutely supersonico. He's definitely MODOK-like. Yeah. He's not as MODOK was bigger. This guy's kind of small in scale, but yeah, totally the big head. I mean, there was, what was that comic strip? The Dr. Hayward or something back in when Jack was working on.
Right. Yeah. There was something in there.
There was a giant head guy. So it was something that fascinated Jack, and he used it in quite a few different things. Giant head. So then it's like, what? Oh no, don't be frightened. So now it's like the Misfit controls the destiny of every living creature. He says he's not going to be affected, and the three, Steve, Renzi, and Ben Boxer, are not going to be affected because they're not actually they've been created in tracking sites, so they're immune. They're not like life on Earth. They're like inhuman or something. They Jack calls them. But that tracking, then this is kind of where we learn that tracking site is a dead city. There's nobody around. Like we were thinking that we were going to come and visit tracking site with the three guys and see a whole city of people, but there's nobody there.
Well, originally they said in an earlier page that it was meant to go out into space. Then the great disaster hits and they kind of like float and never made it out.
Yeah. Oh, great to see you, Ro. Ro is my friend here in Hoboken, a great cartoonist. And great to hear from him, man. Yeah, so everybody's been wiped out.
So Kamandi doesn't like the harness at all. So
No.
what is he going to do?
Red, so what does he do? What do you do? You back into an electrical panel.
Dang, electrocute yourself.
So Rode actually did participate in some of our readings that we did at the pop-up on Warren Street in New York City when we were doing our excellent readings of the 2001 comics. Ro was a participant in that, so you could see some. I think there's video of that up, or maybe I have yet to never put that up. That's too bad. Anyhow, we had a lot of fun. He did a great job, as did Lois and Lisa. And then, so he's Kamandi like foiled the electrical system. He says Potato Head took most of the jolt.
I like he calls him Potato Head.
I know.
It's great.
And
you don't know what you've
done. Don't know what you've done. What you've cut the power that protects us from the bats. Oh, here come the bats. Yeah, they still have. Oh, this guy doesn't have an outfit, but this guy does. Who decides who puts on a bat shirt? I don't know.
Well, it has to be somebody of elite status.
Right. So the bats are just like, they're just screaming and ultimate, wreaking havoc. Man, they want to destroy and so on. So the Misfit sends out a mental command to the Servitex. So all the Servitex are taking the lead and to fight the bats, but the bats are demolishing them. And if that germ gets out, it'll destroy all life. So now the Misfit's like, well, I'll send out No, that's a good point, Lantern Zone. Another large-headed Kirby character villain.
Oh, right. Yep.
Number 1. Yeah.
Well, it's even like, I don't remember the name, but Captain America, like around issue 212, had that big head guy, but his head was like in a TV.
He had no head. He had a TV screen on his chest. That's Arnim Zola.
Yeah. But it's that's right. So, yep.
No head.
It's a variation of a big head.
He had a big face. Excuse me.
I think we need to list all the big heads.
Have a little tour.
No, just list all the.
Yeah, we could have it part of the show. We could set up. I could pull together a bunch of slides next week.
Sure.
So then there's Kamandi. The boys are up. Kamandi, get down. Ben and the guys are shooting the bats, and then they're like, "Well, yeah, we've got a problem because the bats may free Morticoccus, so that could be bad." And then we go to the next issue. Here's some letters, more letters. Nothing. Okay. Trapped in what? A city of death. The only way out is blocked by an army of ravenous bats. We don't have the original art for that cover. But again, you could see that Steve. No, yeah, Steve has been whited out. There's a whole bunch of.
Oh wow! I didn't notice.
I never noticed that before. So
and also a lot of the wall and details.
Yeah, the whole detail. A little bit up here too.
The rivets,
the rivets on the floor.
At the bottom.
I mean, all that stuff is
why did they do that?
You just do it. Leave the coloring. Let the coloring make it all pop. But that's not the way they thought, I guess. Oh well. Even some of this stuff. No, that's all there. Huh. All right. So it's more bats. Ravenous bats. Oh yeah, this is a great chapter.
This is one of my favorite splashes. Page one splashes.
Yeah, it's really really nice. All the big close up on the guys and Kamandi being the tough guy with his rifle. Screaming death. Oy. All right, the bats. Then what do we have? Look at this! Holy moly!
It's crazy.
Really?
Good thing they didn't white. I don't know. Do they white stuff out on this too?
I don't know. We'll find out. But look at this bat. He's got his talon into the Misfit's head. One of them is mauling the Misfit. And we do have Ben is in the foreground. He's not
big head in the foreground in the corner.
That's right. He's not looking at us. Yeah, the big-headed villain list. We're gonna pull that together. That should be fun. So let's see what happens. No, it's just color.
No, it's all there.
Yeah, it looks like it's all there. No whiteouts. Just the cover. They're obsessed with the covers. They put the covers up on a wall and they'd analyze them.
They want to simplify things.
Yeah, got to make it pop. Too much. That's too much scribbling.
Got to make the attention, to the characters and not to the background.
All right, so we have some purple and yellow bat outfits, and then there's like a green, an orange, and orange outfit there. So yeah, just funny. All right. Woo! The Misfit has clobbered them with a blast of mental energy. Yeah, the spread is really great. Yeah. The bat splash. Hey, Steve, good to see you. And the fading from the art to the color is always a fun thing. It's very cool. Lots of fun. That's the most basic slideshow like activity. All right, so now what? Oh, the boys going to become fission. They become, I don't know, they have an armor as strong as steel. So there they are. They're like the radioactive steel guys, and there they go. They're like ripping the bats. Big bat fight. Mm-hmm. Kamandi takes off with the Misfit. Oh yeah, there he goes. He's running. It's a creepy tomb in here. Ah, well put, Kamandi. Oh man. Do a reading of the Misfit. In the end, it shall be their tomb. All right, so.
And Kamandi just thinks he's babbling, but actually he's not paying attention to what he's doing.
Yeah.
And he's putting them in a danger do not enter because he's not paying attention.
Yeah. But of course, we learn through the magic of thought balloons that again he emphasizes that Morticoccus will kill everything except for Misfit and Ben, Steve, and Renzi. But then he uses his mental powers to turn the lock of the container. Oh boy, yeah, this is a fun one. Yeah, look at that! It's crazy. I love the Morticoccus art.
No, it's kind of fun.
It's really cool. Uh-oh. So what's happening? Kingdoms and empires would crumble to dust. Oh boy. Push back the bats. The bats are seemingly...
the funny thing is that in this episode, in this issue, Kamandi, this issue, the issue before, Kamandi makes two mistakes. Number one, he backs up into the electrical thing and stops, and all the bats come because it's kind of his fault.
Yep,
and then later on, he puts the Misfit right in front of the virus.
Right. Yeah. So then what? The door is shut. Okay. Now what?
Back there behind the large steel door.
Yeah. We've sealed it off. All right. We must do what we can for the living. Oh no, the Misfit's in the same room with the germ, with his mental powers. Uh-oh. Ben, don't even think it. Okay. All right, the bats are a minor problem now. Misfit, let us in.
But they have to, but the boys have to go off and do something else.
Yeah. Do you take me for a fool? I'm in command now. Oh no. All right, we got to keep the Misfit trusts Kamandi. Okay. So Kamandi's just gonna. So what do these guys have to do? They have an important job to do. I don't know. So Kamandi's guarding him, and then he unlocks the door, right? And he welcomes Kamandi in.
Well, it's because he saved the Misfit earlier,
Right.
so
Right.
and he knows that the bats are coming, and he's certainly going to be killed if he doesn't let Kamandi in.
Yep. So there's the germ. Oh, now what? Don't shoot him. If you shoot the vial, you'll be dead. Okay. Ha ha ha! Prove it, boy. He can't harm me. I'm immune to him. All right. I'll shoot you in the brain. Oh no! And here are the bats. Man, the bats are just relentless. All right. The door won't hold them for long. They're bats with weapon sticks.
Pipes.
Yeah, they got pipes. When the bats die, you will die, Kamandi. Oh boy, a monstrous germ, a mental freak, and 3 lonely inhumans. And then we have them or us. The lights grow dim. And we get to watch some. We get to watch some TV.
So his head is like Bluetooth.
Yeah.
Turns out.
He's like, he's got like he's got the power to turn on the TV and pull from the DVR. And there's Dr. Hiram Boxer.
Tapes.
Yeah, it's all tapes. I know. So it's Dr. Hiram Boxer, obviously Ben Boxer's dad, and he's succeeded in containing the ultimate germ. And of course, we have this fun page with the tape graphic on it. Yeah, they're like a maniacal man bat, crazy Ravager man bat, wearing fantastic red and blue outfits. So, oh no, Dr. Boxer's the last person alive. Don't worry, it won't kill. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. You guys will be fine. You're not human. But then what about this guy? Let me out. Uh-oh. So there's the Misfit and kind of like a bag.
Bubble. Like a bag.
Like he's in a bag. He's in like a womb-like bag. And but then we don't get to see the end of the tape because Ben grabs Kamandi, pulls him down a hidden shaft. It was a bid for survival that went wrong. Okay, Kamandi, here we go. We got to do this thing. We got the engine to work. So let's go to the hoverjet. Looks like the Fantastic Four's vehicle in this panel. Or is it the Whizwagon?
Yeah, it does a little bit.
I don't know.
It's like a combination of both together.
Jack had his style for the big cool vehicles. So get in. Let's go. All right. And they're on the move. Go, go, go. And tracking site rises like a small planet. The bats are still like there causing trouble. The Misfit is like, I've been cheated of my revenge. So he lets out Morticoccus. Come out. You're free now. Man.
Your Misfit voice.
You're both free now, my friend.
No, I'm immune.
Yeah, no, I'm immune. You're not.
But unfortunately, it mutated in the time it was there, and now it's much stronger.
That's right. So it was he was not aware of that. So then he dies, the bats die, and it's just a big death vehicle out in space. It was us or them or us, even. And that's it. Earth is the winner. So, it's all I don't know. Is it a happy ending? I guess. At least they all survived. And
the last 2 panels are kind of nice that they kind of finish it on a note that Ben, because they were in the tracking site, 3 of them. This is their home, but they also felt like it was their trap, and now they're basically free. And he's kind of like, well, nobody's, some people won't like us, and but then Kamandi says, then they give us no choice. It's us or them. It's them or us.
That's right. And the next month in Kamandi's world, you'll be shocked at what can be bought in a department store. Yes, the devil. So again, more letters and some illustrations. And that is it. So please, we look forward to your comments, and we've enjoyed oh, there we go. That's right. Of course. Mort Zan, the head of the family, the large-headed character. Of course, yes. We will have a survey of large-headed characters, I swear. Okay, Rory, we'll do. Yeah. Sure, yeah, we can yeah, there we are. Okay. And so yeah, subscribe, ring the bell, take the notifications, just so that you see when we schedule things, and you'll hopefully it'll be a better link so that you can come on over. So this is we've been featuring this during this whole series with Kamandi, is that we've been working really hard on the digital database of the archive. We're developing a catalog raisonné for Kirby. We're building a whole listings of all the work that he's done, all the work that we've scanned. Tom is in the lead on this, and we are definitely looking for your help to help us develop it as it progresses, because it's an amazing. We've had. Back in when we first started back in 2005, I would put a few things up on the website, but Tom also had a website, and it's important to have work available, for fans and scholars and publishers to be able to see like what we have and how we're able to help people learn about Jack's work. We'd like to thank William Byron for donating last week. That was really welcome. So we do have a website that you could go to. Let me pull that up. So it's kirbym.us. I'll put it in the chat. So that's if you go there, you'll see the it'll be a place where you can help us out by donating, and we have the text feature. So if you want to text, if you're on your phone, you can if you text 44321, you type the word Kirby call, which I just put in the chat, but I'll put it on the screen. Kirby call. That'll also take you to the same place, so that we would really appreciate it. Please, it's just going to be a big help in order to, because Tom, right? It's like we need to get professional developers to help us with this thing, right?
Right.
It's not we can't rely on volunteers, and professional developers are not inexpensive. So
far from inexpensive, because we really want to do the coolest technology. We want to make this the best collections website out there. And there's nothing like this for any historical comic artist around. So
that's right.
We feel Jack definitely deserves this.
He does. Yeah.
If you feel the same way, then donate.
Yeah. No, definitely. So what else? We're on the move. And we do have memberships. We have some membership doodads, treats. Of course, if you become a member and we have a few people who are actually sending us monthly payments, and then the membership is a standard for annual payments, and that kind of support really helps us too. We have our store, our collection space, our archive. our storage unit here in Hoboken is fantastic, and it's not cheap. So we welcome any kind of financial support you can give us, and of course you can buy stuff. We've got beautiful shirts and some fun items in our gift shop. We're developing some other items, other prints and books that we're going to be offering. So, but check out our website and go to support us or gift shop and see. Look at these shirts. Come on. And so that's what's going on. So that was our fantastic adventure with bats and the Misfit at tracking site, a little bit of the lion action and in Liontown. But next week, it's all about Sacker and leopards and devil. So we will look at that big grasshopper, just excellent. And
this is gonna be Rand's favorite issue to talk about.
Well, I'm also thinking we should maybe I'll try to have a guest join us as well, because I know a lot of in my travels with the museum, I've definitely met people who were like, oh my God, yeah, click clack, like that was the issue, that was the story, and it really was. I mean, these stories are what made me a Jack Kirby fan and made me a comic book fan, because I was reading at summer camp, and I was reading a stack of comics, and this Kamandi comic was just clearly the most exciting and interesting comic out of all of them, as a 12-year-old or 13-year-old or whatever. So yeah, these are great comics, and I'm looking forward to it. So maybe somebody will join us next week too. Might be fun.
Great.
Yeah. But that's it. Thank you, everybody. We really appreciate it. We enjoy the comments live, and we do our best to keep up with the comments after we're live. So I know some people have shown up, after the fact, of course, and if you have any questions or comments, we'll do our best to respond, and we will check in with Rory, which was said needed to reach out to Rory. So that'll be cool. So that's it. Kamandi, more Kamandi. We've got lots of Kamandi. So, Lois, thank you.
Thank you.
Steve. Yeah, it'll be fun. We'll really and I at some point there'll be another reading, and we'll have Lois join us for that, because Lois is and Lisa are our reading go-to people. Just I don't know. I kind of enjoyed doing the Misfit today. All right.
Thank you.
It's all right, John. Thank you. All right. Well, I guess that's it. So please, check out our website. Check out some of those links that I put up, and we'll talk some more about the really great Kamandi comics that Jack Kirby made in the 70s. And then once we finish Kamandi, that'll be it. We'll have finished. We'll have looked at every comic, everything that Jack did at DC in the early 70s. Where do we go next? We go to Marvel in the 70s.
Who knows?
We go to Marvel. We look at Captain America. We look at Black Panther. We look at Devil Dinosaur. We look at 2001. It'll be great. Anyhow.
It'll be fun.
Fun is fun. All right, everybody. Enough of this. Oh, okay. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Lisa.
Thanks, Lisa.